Hey everyone, Q Knight here, back with another Blockade video, and today we're gonna be playing Q Knight's timeline, or just Q's timeline, whatever. Okay, so basically, I made like a Blockade game. I think this is like very old. Hold on, ignore the old chat because I actually February. What was that? February 4, 2023, and I don't think I made it that year. It's more so just I recycled this world. But I think this was kind of recent. Let's say probably 2024 or something. Okay, so basically, this game basically covers everything I've ever uploaded because if you didn't know, on Blockate, to get like custom images, you have to upload on Roblox, and that basically, did fucked up my inventory. You could see all the assets I've made. Like 95% of this is probably for Blockade. And because of that, I made a whole entire list of my blockade journey with all the videos. No, sorry, not videos, photos I've ever uploaded on Blockade. So you can see here, these are color coded. You can see the white is 2020, 2021, blue is 2022, red 2023, 4 and 5, 4, so on and so on. So we could get started, but I'm not gonna be playing all these worlds. I'm probably just gonna explain what happened to them. If they're really interesting, I could probably show it to you guys. So let's start off with 2020. So I made this like free build. I think my first ever blockade world was free build. Um, I don't know who these people anymore. It's probably pretty sad because some of these people I know, like these are some of my oldest friends, and I've never talked to them in so long now, which is pretty sad because 2020 is 5 years ago. 5 years ago. I've been playing blockade for 5 years now. This was my first ever build. I think this was me trying to learn how to like make how to custom decals on Blockade because I didn't know how to do decals back then. This was my first time like doing thumbnails, and I don't even know how to make like some text to put in here. So you can see here my first ever Blockade build, and some people actually contributed to help. I think this was a social event. I used to have like a friend that's very popular. She makes like gotcha content. She has like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I'm gonna gatekeep who it is, but we basically played it together. Yeah, like for some reason, I just got instant front page the moment she joins my world. She had a lot of fans. Um, Ignore this. I just didn't want to explain it. For this, I had like a friend that made like Blockade worlds. I think she was the one that introduced me to Blockade, and uh, it was one of those first like don't touch genres. Do you guys remember that? Don't touch genres. Like Jesus Christ, that's so long ago. I even made some too, but I'm not gonna show it here. You're soon. You're gonna see it right there, eventually. If you could come over here, this is my hobbies back when realism doesn't exist. I think realism doesn't do much now. Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything now. It's just purely visual. But because of back then, realism didn't exist, and when it got added, it kind of fucked up the hitbox system for Blockade. So all the obbies were just completely annoying and obnoxious now. Like if I just move my camera, I also get pushed. It was so obnoxious. I think they fixed that, but during the first release, I think I got pretty pissed off, and I kind of stopped making obby games. But back then, obbies were like everything I was like making. Like you could see all the wall hops, kill bricks, and me trying to do like Texas on thumbnails. It's so stupid because like if you look here, I don't think I know how to make Texas on photos, so I just use like MS Paint or something to just write it there immediately. Um, so we got Obby Gods. If I come over here, I think this was the one. I I kind of recreated it, but this was the original. Um, this is the hostable minigames where I try to make minigames on Blockade, which is just tic tac toe, Connect Four, hide and seek, just anything you could host on Blockate, which is it was pretty fun. I didn't have like a thumbnail for it, so I just uploaded a random picture I had. But it still counts as Blockate, right? It doesn't have to be like this. Uh, for some reason, even though if you look at my old thumbnails, I didn't know how to make thumbnails, and for some reason, the great Q Knight tried to learn how to. No, I didn't learn. I made a thumbnail shop thinking I could make thumbnails for them. So I just used this. So I just like made it. Oh guys, look, I can make you guys a thumbnail. So this is what I provided for them, and it's so fucking ass. Like what is this? Oh, okay. This was in April 17th, 2020. Crazy. Oh, I made Flickr, and then I renamed it to Mystery. Not much. I edited this on my phone and then uploaded it to the decals. I could edit on the phone, but I don't think I knew anything about like computer stuff back then. I'm pretty sure I didn't have a computer. I used like my dad's my work, my dad's work office laptop, and yeah, I made a Flickr Roblox game. This was also hosted. My first ore simulator. It's right here. It's still around. 1,000, like almost 1.8 thousand. I probably have like a game that has like more than that. Oh, right here, right here. So stupid. But yeah, I made that, and yeah, it's the first ever thumbnail for it. And I think okay, this might be the sequel, but it's the same world. It's the same world. You can see what it shows up at the first. I made this in like what is that? May? Yeah, May 9, 2020. Or simulator game I made for okay, yeah, a first cube pushing. This is my friend's army game. I haven't spoken to this guy, but I still have contact with him. It's pretty nice. He's like an amazing like Roblox 3D modeler now, which is so cool. I could probably show you like one of his works on the screen right now. It's probably there. Okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this is what I meant. This is what I meant. So I found this like online photo editing app where it basically just adds like a text. So I just put a photo and a text. I was so lazy because I just like zoomed into this part right here of the picture, and then this was the oh my god, this is another. This was one of the examples I have basically to show off like oh guys, like I can do thumbnails, and then my friend who is named Ova, by the way. I'm pretty sure he's no, it's not. This is he made this thumbnail like back in 2020. I asked him like, hey, like what photo editor do you use? I wanna like learn how to make thumbnails myself too. He said like, oh, Pixlr, and then yeah, I tried Pixlr myself, and then I that's when I eventually learned how to make proper thumbnails, which is actually decent looking thumbnails for once. So yeah, I made these, and oh my god, I think I ooh. So yeah, this one's just grief. Like like someone like tried to commission me out of like a thumbnail. Like, whoa, that's nice. So I just looked at this world, and this was the thing I see. So like, of course, man. If that's the thumbnail you have, if that's the world, then here's the thumbnail. So I made commissions now. So when I learned how to make when I learned how to use Pixlr or PixLR, I don't know. I'm just gonna call it Pixlr. Pass the border for 5,000 blocks. Rainbow, locked in the basement. I got better with making thumbnail. I even like try to promote myself like it's some sort of like, whoa, insane thing. But it was back then, like back when Active Worlds used to have like a bunch of people like doing commissions like for thumbnails, and it would just have the same ass person at their watermark. Like, look, some are there. You can see it. Some are still around. So yeah, I continued it, but instead of commissions, I made my own worlds. Battle for 500 blocks. I think this is the world right here. Where is it? It's this one. It's this one. You can see the thumbnail. Yeah, right there. Okay. B for blocks. It's right here. Might be different, but I'm pretty sure I showed it eventually. You know, yeah, you could see all the variations of it. Don't even ask that one. I don't know what that is because this is someone else's world. Uh, yeah, I think this is the this is the recent one. Yeah. Oh my goodness. On a roll. Yes, exactly. So, Ore Simulator. Yes, I continued it. Big comeback updates. Damn. So I recreated everything. I updated everything. Uh, yeah, let's ignore that. Reborn? Whoa. It was not that long where I tried to recreate it immediately. Jesus Christ. I thought this was like, I don't know, recently like recreated, but no, it's not. My third thumbnail mall. Did I even like have a thumbnail mall right here? No, I didn't even mention them. Why did I just immediately go to the third one? Wait, no, I think I did. Wait. Oh, I think it's just this one. Oh, I think I know why. I made like a bunch of people make it for me until I eventually just sorted out as making it myself. That's why we got to the third installment immediately. SCP, probably one of my shittiest worlds ever. Or Simulator 2, the reboot update. And that was the last ever update this game ever had. Which is probably back in, oh my god, so long ago. Oh, so moving on. I can't believe we're still, damn, I really played a lot of Blockade. You can see how long the list goes compared to the rest. Okay, let's see here. Feed your kid simulator. Pretty sad, but you push blocks, fit it to the kid. That look Minecraft looking ass avatar. Cube Wars. This was me trying to get like a. This was me trying to get a featured world, but it looks so bad. So yeah. Ore Simulator 3. This is the third one. The third installment of Ore Simulator. Damn, damn. So the rebirth update. Whoa, you can rebirth. Damn. And then my friend tried to try to make a modded version of it, but he just like. So I made him a thumbnail for it because like, you know, sure, whatever. Bike. You just bike. You bike. Start biking now. Bike. Halloween edition. Damn. Carlson. Carlson. I love Carlson. Do you love Carlson? It's still not out, by the way. It's been 5 years. It's still not out. I tried making a puzzle game, but this has just ended up being so confusing. Jesus Christ. In last there. In last there. We don't talk about like graphic design back then. Stand for blocks, box. Oh, this is a competition game. I eventually remade it. Christy bike. Christy. Just say Christmas. Christmas bike. Would have been fine. Oh look, it's even interconnected. But look, bike, you bike, and then another bike. Damn. It's all like all the thing. I kind of stopped from here though. Unfortunate. But it was pretty fun. The game was pretty fun. Airship Wars. You fly a plane and go to people's zeppelins, or like airships, whatever. I call them airships, even though they were zeppelins. Island Simulator. Oh, dude, this is one of my favorite this is probably one of my favorite Island Simulator games. In fact, I loved it so much. I made like a bunch of like installments for it until I got like to the third one. I stopped from there, but still, I probably loved it more than the way I made like sequels for Ore Simulator. But you're gonna see more of Island Simulator. Okay, so basically, Island Simulator is like, it's like a cube pushing simulator, right? Where you push a cube and put it to your like place. So basically those cubes are resources you could spend on, and then you eventually use those resources to expand your island, which could increase your territory, even basically conquest like other people's like islands. It was so complicated, and it got better over time. It was so good, but the only problem was it was so hard to host. But that was like basically one of the most fun experiences I've ever had in my life. Hobby Simulator. I basically stole the idea of Island Simulator, but you know that didn't really go anywhere since it was so boring. Probably even more difficult to host than this one. So it was just so yeah. No. So I stopped making that. I don't think I ever made any sequels for this. So yeah, more worlds, another world. Okay, 11. Damn, November already, 2020. So let's move on to the next one. It's another year. Welcome to 2021, guys. You can see the new color signifies 2021. So I made an airship game, but this was before the Among Us airship map release. So I just basically copied what I've seen from Henry Stickmin and made it to Blockade. It was pretty fun. This got me banned on Blockade for a day for some reason. Then I just had to recolor it because I didn't want to make it. And then I actually uploaded this one, and then that one didn't get deleted, and I didn't get banned for it. So yeah, a lot of confusing stuff. Me trying to make another EV application back in 2021. Look how ugly this world is. This has nothing. This is worth nothing. It does not deserve an EV at all. I don't think I've ever improved. I'm pretty sure. I can do way better than that. Promise me. I've been playing Blockade for 5 years. No thumbnails because I didn't really like the default Blockade thumbnail, so I had to make my own ones. Escaping the airship. This is the same one. Oh, actually, this was the first. Okay, this was the first thumbnail for it. And then this was the last one, which is the very last thumbnail I had. It used to be called Inflating the Airship, and it looked like this. Not Top Hat. Damn. My friend's game show made an arcade game on Blockade. It was not that fun to make. Escaping the airship. Look. Infiltrating. Now with escaping. Damn. Like, so cool. And then I basically remade it entirely right here. The Airship Collection, which is a reference to the Riddle School collection, which was pretty fun. I made Left 4 Dead on Blockade. It was gonna be having a round system, a lot of blockade stuff. Oh yeah, this was also the part where I actually tried learning how to get better at making Blockade thumbnails. So this is me trying to learn. So this is me making a Blockade hub, and also me trying to use all the properties they had on the photo editing app I had. So I got this cool shadow effect, which was pretty fun to make. And I even made just testing to see how good it looks. Oh yeah, this was also me finally getting the Blockade font. So yeah, I recreated this. This isn't even just taken. I made this from scratch, which is pretty funny. Yeah, my IRL house. Don't even ask. I made a sequel of the original, but this time I recreated the map from Among Us. Yeah, I recreated Among Us, the Among Us version of Henry Stickmin. So yeah, this was the Airship Collection second. And I made a rhythm game. This was actually pretty fun, and this was probably my closest contender to ever being featured. But it never got featured. Sully only said oh, this game's pretty cool. I wish there was more you could fix it. Some of these yada yada. But if you did that, I would have probably give you featured. Is what he said to me, and that made me so fucking happy, genuinely. Um, another sequel, yeah. For this part, orbital station. Me trying to showcase my building skills, but that was still pretty shit. I don't. This is really bad, ugly. That just looks like a face. That's just such a boring as design. This is boring. Riddle School. Riddle School on Blockade. I recreated it 1-to-1. I did all my very best to make it 3D. It was pretty fun. It was so cool. I love it. I love everything about it. Zombie attack. I don't remember this. This is the 9th. Damn. Oh, it's another year. Damn. You can clearly see how long I've been playing Blockade, and I just slowly stopped making content of it. 2022. I really got better from this one. Ooh. Simplified RNG fling. This is the peak of RNG fling. So I made my own take for it to make everything as simple, as clean as possible, which was pretty fun. I got a lot of game visits from it, and a lot of blocks for it too. Even though I was giving away the thing, I still got a lot of blocks in return. The FNF one. I got banned in this game. This got me permanently banned. So I could probably show you. if I come over here, I forgot how do I say this. Anxious alone. There. This is my ugly username. To the oldest. Where is it? There we go. I got reported. I was basically exploiting back when I used to do exploits back in the old days. And this is me making my avatar a cat, which is still exploitable, which is bad. That's not supposed to happen. That got me banned. So I appealed. They said, I shouldn't do that anymore. I get it. I understand. That was 3 years ago. I learned my lesson. So I continued on after being like unbanned. This was you kill yourself until you get to the middle, which you get a lot of blocks from it by just resetting so many times. This is one of those like, if you join my world, I'll place 1 block. But why not? I make profit of it. 1 blocks equals 1 block. Damn. So I got millions of blocks over that. I'm pretty sure I already claimed it and I already lost everything because I gave it away to everyone. I made it a competition game, but instead of Place of Fates, it's just you guys are in the same play and you're in a box. That's it. You're gonna get blocks if you beat it. That's what they're saying. A little cute guy right here. Like, he's always there. Why do I keep appearing on Blockate now? Oh my god. My god. Island Simulator 2. So remember Island Simulator 1 right over there. I recreated it. I made a lot of things like different. Instead of like the whole game used to work like this. Okay, right? So if I play it, it's just best to show it, you guys. I think I love this world so much that I'm willing to show. This is probably one of the only worlds I'm probably gonna show you. The rest I'm just gonna yap because I wanna yap of everything. I wanna explain everything I've ever done in Blockade. Like, that was so fucking fun, dude. The way it works basically is, so there's gonna be this is so bad. Hold on, remember this was 5 years ago. So there's some area right here. You collect resources here from the cubes. You put it here, and then you guys sell. So you sell it, and then you use those resources to continue to expand your land. So for example, this guy, instead of expanding his land, he just placed a bunch of like houses. So like you basically purchase your resources with houses. So let's see. If you give me 10 materials and you have at least 2, you get 2 population. So you have like population to your place now because you have like a house. So you can see that right there. See, he used all his resources on houses. But you could also like use your resources to expand your land. So for example, this guy uses his resources to expand his land. It's pretty simple. It's basic. You can see how, everything goes right there. And then if you go to the second one, the second installment, right over here. Oh my god, oh my god. I love Island Simulator 2 so much. No, I cannot. Okay, so what this game basically is, I expanded upon the idea of it, but since this is 12th of August 2022, I used my new skills from 2 years from playing Blockade to make a better game. So I recreate everything. I even used my graphic designing skills, so you can see my shop. There's a shop, index, plots. Oh my god, everything. So cool. For the wild, this is where you collect your resources. You can see all the type of different worlds you get, and you get better worlds, better resources, and you use that world to go in here, to the buildings and land shop. You could buy land. You could also recolor your land. You could also have biomes in it, which is pretty cool. You could buy a house. A house looks better in here now. It's very miniature, so they're quick to build. And the one thing that's very amazing at this game now is that you can't just buy like buildings. You have to buy a specific building to get this building. Because each building actually benefits from each other, and you get special quirks from it. So for example, like, what if I wanted like this building or something? But it would require me to have at least 1 water tank building and at least 2 like houses in order to get this. That includes 80 materials and at least 40 population in your land. it gets pretty complicated, but there's gonna be a third installment I'm gonna show you soon. Um, 100 material, 50 population. You know, the requirements get more exponentially like harder and harder, and you can see people got their own stuff to deal with. So this is their land. This is their land. You know, it gets. You get it, you know, you get it. Look at this person's land. Whatever happened to this guy? I don't know why this thing is about. It's still an island. Look, he has a water tank. He has a schoolhouse. He has a barn, a museum. I think I don't know what that is. This guy just used every possible area as possible to make every building in his tiny little land. He's not even gonna bother increasing it. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But the third installment I'm gonna show you guys. It's probably the best one. I'm gonna show it once we get there in going back to this one right here. Let's go back to the timeline. Alright, so if we go back to where we were. Alright, so don't bunk the burger. I made my own don't bunk or don't touch series on Blockade, but guess what? It's probably one of the cleanest ever Blockade don't touch games ever. I'm gonna show you a screenshot. BAM! There, that's how clean and organized it is. You've never seen that in any Blockade don't touch games, don't you? No. So yeah, I made my own don't don't touch world, but it's just the burger. I made a whole storyline for it. He's a nice dude. I love him. He has like his own story arc. This is my go, my go. I love this guy. I love this dude. I'm probably gonna still continue it eventually, soon. I don't know when, but still. Classic mushrooms too. Did I even mention that in here? No, I don't think so. So, I'm gonna mention it right here. So, if you go to my worlds, classic Hello Rooms, there. So this game is basically like a game on Roblox I found, so I recreated on Blockade, but my own take on it. There's gonna be some rooms that are a perfect square, where you just do, you know, do jumps, do parkour inside that until you get to the next one, You only get checkpoints every 10 stages or 10 rooms. So yeah, it was pretty fun. And then I recreated it. There's no sequel. Looks better and ever, better and better. The only thing I stopped working was, I think this was the first ever edition where they added realism. So that fucked the obby so much so I stopped working on it. And entirely that's fine. Hotel. I made doors on Blockade. Doors on Blockade. Doors on Blockade. Hotel. I know I'm creative. You don't have to tell me. It's alright. You know, I recreated it because, you know, I wanted to make it better. Place of Fate. Place of Fate. It's a cool Place of Fate. It's just Place of Fate. I recreated it because, you know, I wanted to make something better. Me showcasing how, like, I did with my building skill spot. This looks so bad, honestly. I think I could do a better job now. Actually, they're okay. You wouldn't see any of those builds in 2022. I gotta show this to my friend, actually. Island Simulator 3. Okay, build your empire. Conquer different islands. I think I recreated it here. Build your island empire. Peace or war. Choose. Conquer different islands. And there's a bunch of recreations. You know, these are some palm trees, two coconuts, and then these people, same people, until the great world of Island Simulator 3. So, damn, I'm ready to show you guys that. Hold on, now I gotta show you guys that. Hold on. Hey, welcome to Island Simulator 3. You better say this because I actually became so good at building now. I'm really amazing. I'm also good at graphic designing now. You can see how proud I was. I just basically showed this to everything. I even mentioned it's original because I know it's original because I'm so good. I'm so cool. Enough yapping. So let's go with the tutorial. The basics you could use. You can ask our plot. I think that's pretty basic. That's from every cube simulator game. You get resources. You sell it, and then you upgrade your stuff. Okay, so the difference between the old game is that the fact that it used to be in a straight line, right? It used to be a straight line. Like there's this guy's island, island, island. But now, instead of that, what if why not just do this? So it looks like an entire world map. So this is what people have been doing with their islands. Like they could just say like, oh, what shape they want? Oh, I want this type of shape. You know, I want okay, I want this part to be just expanded upon. Oh, I want to connect with this island. They had all the freedom, all they ever wanted. Jesus, they love this so much. I probably got like okay, these are consistent players. So promise me. I have a lot of people that joined this world. I think it's just because there were always the same people. They'd always come for me every single day because back then I had a lot of free time, so I could always work with this one. Now you can buy a shop. Important, important. Okay. Yeah. You could also do military now. There's also natural disasters now, which is so. Oh my god, it gets so complicated. Instead of just like a linear category where you pick all the buildings for the shop, it's just an island, and you could just walk around like, oh, I want this one in my run, and then you can see all the requirements they do. You need. You could also see their gimmicks. So let's see. If you get this, you can get multi-island. If you get this, you get military power. If you get this, you could use the bank. Where's the bank? Oh, right there. You could deposit your resources. You could everything. Military power 5. Multi island. A lot of cool stuff, man. I love this game. Um, yeah, you can see the whole world. People have been making their own stuff with it. For example, this guy, this guy. So, damn, he really knows his thing. Let's see here. No, cool island, pretty cute. So cute. I love this. So instead of those worlds, there was a bunch of worlds. I didn't want to add more worlds to this game because it felt so. I want to oversimplify some things. So instead of that, I added a tier system, so you could actually tier up, and each tier would give you like better stuff. For example, if you're in tier 1, you can have at least 50 landmass limit, so you can get only 50 landmass limit, but you get better tiers. You can also expand your island up to 100, to 125, to 300, to 500. Damn, 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 damn. So that's why people have like big islands, and then they know how to do their stuff. So yeah, this is also their plot. It's pretty cute. I made it really okay. I think I made this real made. I see the gallery. You could see how far we've expanded Island Simulator. Uh, Generation update, Island 2 and Island Tournament. This is the last time I've ever done. And you can see the old pictures. You see the world, buildings and land, plots. I don't know why the world is not showing up, but it should be showing up down. And I just use signs to also indicate how much they are cost. Each tier adds +1 to their value. Yes, so yeah, I forgot. If you are in a tier, it adds +1 to the value of the index. So let's say if I was in tier 1 and I sold the dirt, instead of getting 1 resource, I get 2. And so on and so on. There we go. And yeah. That's basically it for this game. But it's not much, but I think the fun thing about this game is the fact that you could have a bunch of islands. You could customize it whatever you want, and you have to spend your resources, spend stuff. You even look at the shop and get a lot of gimmicks like military power. Even suffer consequences with natural disasters. I also forgot there's also a lot of things I spent away. We got Subnautica in this game. You can make islands underwater. But you need like a submarine for it. So this guy has a submarine, a water tank, so people could actually no, sorry, not water tanks, oxygen tanks, so they could like breed. They're habitable. You could have a population. You can see there's like a population of 18 people underground because there's a submarine for it. You could get oxygen, and uh, they're habitable. That's all I can say for this world. Moving on. Okay, next one, Lemon's Mall. It's just a mall game I made for someone, and then I realized, hey, wait a minute, I have a mall game. What if I just stole his idea? So I took the idea, I even copied the same way how I did the thumbnail here. And I made my mall. Look, it's my all without pants. Without pants. Without. Hello, Q. Hi. Okay, let's see here. Bob the Cube. I think I got commissioned here. I also got commissioned here. Yeah, these are pretty. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so this mall right here, it's a thumbnail mall. People could go in this mall and people could commission me, and you know, I make them thumbnails. So this is the thumbnails I made for them. So we got Bob the Cube. Look, it's basically Bob the Cube. This guy. A very busy station. Mine. Game by him. Wait. Hey, Cube. Cube. I don't know much to say about this, but Cube. There, Cube. Dungeon Knights. I don't even know, but like, you know, it's his game, so, you know, a lot of complicated stuff. See me renaming it to a thumbnail mall. One visit equals one layer. More commissions from this one. Somewhere in Japan. They're, you know, their stuff. The Infinite, oh, I don't know. Another commission. I model you in studio. So I model people in studio. So this is what I made for them. Wah! This is the people I modeled. Another commission. Oh yeah, don't bog the burger. This was an update thumbnail. And I added banana burger. Moving on. The thumbnail shop. I updated my thumbnail shop to be Baldi's Basics theme because I'm obsessed with Baldi's Basics. So Baldi's Wacky Thumbnail Shop. Oh, hi. Welcome to Baldi's Basics. These are Baldi's educational previews. You can see all the educational Baldi content that I can make. Me, the Baldi, who can make thumbnails. And you can also see my old school bus that I totally did not steal, but eventually I got my own school bus eventually. You can see all the YTPs in here. You know, this is in John's shop. This is Baldi's shop. You know, you can get no watermarks for 100 YTPs, custom fonts with 350 YTPs, 500 YTPs for bordered outlines. You can also pick the fonts. Yes, I am pricing the fonts because that's me. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot this one. I modeled more people in here, but these are boring stuff, you know, yada yada. my fanboy era. Let's not talk about that one. Anyways, more commissions. Yeah, we got this guy's cool commission. I commissioned. No, sorry, they commissioned me about this one too. The block realms. This one too. Pollution stipulate. Oh my god, sorry. Apartment can't say anything about this one. I don't know what this guy made, but it's another commission. This one's another commission, which is just a chess expert. Pretty cool. Not that much. Did I mention that we're in 2023? I think I didn't. Oh yeah, we're in 2023 by the way, guys. I made this in 2023, 2 years ago. Moving on. More commission. I like this. Probably one of my cute ones. I got lazy. Probably just stole all the elements in here, but just edited some. But you could see, you know, a very carpining Sieg. Doors, but rooms are randomized. I don't know that one. Pretty crazy. You paint and then scribble.io. Nothing the game. It's just, it's a novel game. It's an interactive novel game I made. That's just based on this guy named Nothing the Game. Hobby for blogs, I got commissioned, but you know, this is the thumbnail I made for them. Pretty cute. I like it. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty well made. The Brighton Biter named Wilbur said, when I used to be a big fan of him, this was way before it got exposed, and I don't want to talk about him because he's a fucking bitch. I was a big fan of him. Midnight Surprise. Sorry, Mink Surprise. It's a horror game based on my friend, which I just basically made a whole horror lore about him. It was pretty funny. It was an inside joke we had. Like, dude, I just made you into a horror game. Do you want to see it? It gets increasingly expanded soon. Kit Battlegrounds. Another commission. I can't explain much about this. Another commission. Oh, this one. I'm still using this, by the way. It's neat. I like it. From here on out, another commission. I think this was a commission. I can't tell. Nights at Fraggy Fifth. Get to the door game. Commission. Oh no! Oh, this was the last update for my game. Don't punk the burger. Yeah, a lot of endings, but I loved it. Another commission. Oh, this was an album cover that I really like. Ignore my recent searches. What is it called? It's been a while since I've listened to them. Sorry, guys. This was one of my back in the old days. This was my favorite band. I made like a whole recreation on Blockate of the thumbnail. Sorry, on the album cover. You can see here. That's the sun. That's the sun. That's the woods. I'm pretty limited with Blockade building back then. I'm pretty sure I could do better than that now. Um, I made a game show. Ignore the that closed part. That's from a certain someone that I don't want to contribute myself anytime soon. Classic Kill Room 2 remastered. This is me when they fixed the hitboxes from realism. Oh my god! But I eventually stopped working on it because it got boring and complicated and stupid and stupid. Yeah, yada yada. Oh, we're in 2024. Damn. Okay. Mixed Surprise Enterprise. I recreated this one, but wait, entirely different lore, entirely different story. There was gonna be so much of it. I canceled it because it was too much. But I am thinking of making a YouTube video dedicated to explaining basically everything about it. So, stay tuned for that one. It's gonna be pretty exciting to show you all. Okay, 2024, right. You can see all the logos, experiences of me trying to make better logos. Minuscule Ignition, my first ever featured world! Okay, this game is basically based off Little Inferno, and I made it on Blockade. It was pretty fun. I loved it. I also made everything look like Paper Mario because it was so cool, and it was Paper Mario, Baldi's Basics reference, and Little Inferno. All three big games at once is enough to make it a featured world. Yippee! Oh, another album cover, but we don't talk about the title. But I do wanna say, my god, my god, my god. I do recreate a lot of worlds on Blockade, like from Riddle School, Airship. More I could tell you, but we're not there yet, so let's just have that for a later time. Oh yeah, I recreated the logo because this looks so ass. Yeah, this actually looks so much better. Holy shit, I got better. Um, yeah, I'm gonna make a whole content about this because you wanna know why? It has a lot of stuff on it. You're gonna love it. I swear. I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it. Yeah, you can see it here. This is my first featured world in some upcoming game I may or may not ever release. Never. I don't think I'll ever release it. I fully canceled it. This was probably just okay. This was some posters for this game. There's gonna be like some posters in the game, and I wanted to like have more custom posters. So these are the posters this game has. Oh yeah, this is my friend. I made a world for him. Bomb drop. Not much to it. It's just like people. It has like a whole cool mechanic of round system automatically for the game, and for the round system, uh, you okay. One player becomes the bomber, and then you could drop it like a plinko to kill everyone in like sight. Already? Damn. It's 2025. That's today's year. I made an exposed game of myself. Oh, that's this game. That's this game. This game. The game bonus. Paint Crazy. Oh, I recreated the Paint Crazy world from from, where is it? I have a lot of worlds. Holy shit! I can't believe I'm playing with partner that much. I can't even find it anymore. I swear it's over here. I'm gonna cut the video if I take like 10 million years to get this to find this thing. You guys are probably already seeing it right now, but I'm just so blind. Oh my god. Where the fuck is it? Okay, I think I have to manually look for it. Hold on. Dude, I think I'm blind. I think I'm blind, guys. Okay, if you guys see it, just shut up. You didn't see it. There was nothing. I don't think I ever uploaded it, by the way. No, that's not a thing. Blockate really with answers. Damn. I thought this was pretty so I just made like some cool glitch effect to make it like cool. You could also see some text in the background. You're crazy, being crazy. It was pretty nice. It was pretty cute. And it was Blockate related answers, by the way. So all the answers you have to draw and guess. It's gonna be related to Blockate within all the shapes, all the things that they own and have. It's pretty cool. Funny Nick 9, my god. How can I say this? I'm pretty sure it's still here or something. Oh, oh, it's not even here. Okay, that's crazy. I'm in a funny joke game. Basically just adding like making. There were so many funny Nick 9 exposed games on Blockade. So we keep exposing them? Like what do we do? So I made my own world to see like, oh guys, it was all our fault, and then I basically brain rottified it even more, so much like, we got family Okay, sorry, no, I think it starts off with this one. We got Subway Surfers, Mega Fun Obby included, Funny Nick 9 joined, and then I even increased it like periodic table household super mega fun obby and Family Guy right there. Family Guy right there contrasted everything, and then now I just realized like, oh, Funny Nick 9 already, the trend died off. Until we got Blockade is not ending, here's why! Because there are so many people making Blockade is dying girls. So here's why the Blockade ending is not ending. And it's just this stupid ass game with basically brain rot everything. There was also cart ride to Funny Nick 9 inside. It was just basically brain rot. And then I just kept going with this world. Holy shit. I continued all up on this one right here. Blockade is broken. That's root. The sad truth about Blockade. Fuchs died. So it's the same fucking world. Oh, and also Q's Airline is supposed to be a game for this one right here. Yeah, the bright and brighter. Like, so I had to rebrand it because I don't want to associate with me with that guy anymore. So. Oh yeah, Paint Crazy. It's the. I found it. Paint Crazy is right there. The recreation. And then yeah. Oh, last part. We're on to the last part right here. I recreated Battle for Dream Island, the Battle from Dream Island, from Battle from the Power of Two. I made it 1-to-1. I did everything I can to make this as closely to the original as possible, with every single pictures I had from this thing, and all the games that we created as well. Pretty fun. I love the project. The Power of Two. This was a social game I made that never got anywhere, but still. What's maybe coming 2025? Oh yeah, it's my prediction game. I basically made a Blockade world for basically adding all the predictions on Blockade that was gonna get added. I don't, why is this not showing up? It was gonna get added, and then those worlds are like, it does have those text. Okay, they had like those updates that I predicted that it's gonna update, and they're gonna have. But you know what? Like I'd say 75% of them. I don't know why I said 50. 75 actually. Most of them actually got added. So if you look at news, oh my god, all the things that I added, I probably like already put it in here. Like, yeah, I had all these ideas already. I even suggested some that got added in here. But yeah, that's pretty much all for This game. It had a lot of people on it too. You could also see the new Blockate thumbnail, but I don't know why this was never got used because I personally, for me, I love this. Like I like this. It's one of my favorites. The new one is okay. I think it's okay, but if I had to choose, I think I'd personally pick this one. I love this so fucking much. Holy shit. I think that's it. Holy. So you could see all this thing that I've been playing Blockade for a long, long time, and I got nothing out of it because I'm so amazing. Cause you know I've been playing Blockade for 2025, all the way from 2020. 5 years, dude. Oh my god, I need to go on and live my life and move on. But no, Blockade has to infect me with the Blockade virus, and I'm actually majoring in Blockade University. So like, I'm probably gonna have like I don't know 3 years left, so I can have all my 8 years of college tuition of the Blockade University of Blockade stuff because I'm still making Blockade Worlds. This is my latest project. I think I already made a video about it. I think that's all. Welcome to Q night.